So if you want some weird ones, forget Ole Gunnar Solskjaer taking a job in Turkey. Know where Lee Bowyer's managing these days, David Windsor?
Lee Bowyer. Famous for having a fight with... That was proper Barclays, that, isn't it? A fight with Kieran Dyer on the
on the pitch.
Lee Bowyer. Oh, my God.
And this actually came up in my in my Vanarama National League work over the weekend, just because there was a player.
UK?
No. He is an international manager.
In America?
He is an international manager for the great nation of Montserrat.
The French territory?
Yeah. Caribbean island.
Is that its own nation, Montserrat? Apologies there if I've just scrolled back history and erased their independence. I'm honestly not sure if Montserrat's its own nation. It must be.
Ashley Westwood, at the time of this article coming out, the former Burnley stalwart, manager of the great nation of Afghanistan.
That is unusual.
You remember Timuri Kitsbaya?
Very well, yeah. The ball fella.
Yep.
He was...
Ex-Newcastle.
Yeah.
He was managing...
advertising hoarding, Ollie.
He was managing Cyprus at one point. Just like...
Okay.
Yeah,
do you remember him smashing the advertising hoarding?
No. Oh, yeah, putting his foot through it or whatever in frustration.
I think he scored and he just absolutely tore into it. Anyway, keep going because I'm enjoying this very much.
Andy Morrison, who I didn't even remember as a former Manchester City fan. Sri Lanka. Stern John, once the manager of St. Lucia, the great nation. And the man who I think landed on his feet with all of these, Emerson Boyce, if you remember the name. Wigan legend.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Took interim charge of the great nation of Barbados, which is like, if you're going to be interim, that's just called a holiday, isn't it? That's a 4-month holiday in Barbados. Might be 2 weeks with an international break if it's just one international break while they search for a permanent one. But yeah.
So what's in it for these nations? Like, what's apart from saying you have a former professional footballer managing you? I mean, what's in it? Like, let's take Cyprus, Ollie. Like, is there not a Cypriot there who has, coached under 9s, under 11s, under 12s, knows the league, knows the system, understands the footballing culture and the history? I mean, what benefit? Tamuri Kitsbaya? Something like that, I think.
yeah, Tamuri Kitsbaya. Yeah.
Okay, that's, oh, man, you've blown my two out of the water there. But very...
So I get it. If you're signing a Lee Bowyer to be your international manager, it draws more attention from your nation's sports federation as a whole, right? So perhaps that leads to more investment, more money, more eyeballs, obviously generates more revenue. Because Lee Bowyer was a pretty prominent name. Guy played in the Champions League. Same, Tamuri Kitsbaya played at a very high level. But when you're looking at people like Boyce or Andy Morrison, like that's a tough sell for a nation. Or even like Ashley Westwood, who didn't achieve levels of fame and quality like a Lee Bowyer did. Why do you take the role in Afghanistan? I mean, it's just that is when it becomes a bit kind of, I don't understand it. I understand a big name, eyeballs, attention, money. But otherwise, like, is Ashley Westwood not happy just doing maybe some League 2, National League coaching, something like that? I mean, there's some pretty bad sides in the National League that need new managers. I think Kevin Phillips might be out at AFC Filed soon. Like, you don't need to go to Afghanistan to get a job. Very odd.
Very, very. It's literally like you being sent to, like, Georgia to broadcast in Georgian or something, or to lead their broadcast product of, like, the main sports channel in Georgia, just because, you work for some big companies in the UK, and you go out there and we've got this Ollie Wilson guy in. I mean, he worked for BT and Sky, etc., and everyone be like, oh, great, does he speak Georgian? No. Does he know anything about Georgia? No. How long's he going to be here? No idea. Like, but he's just there. I mean, yeah, very unusual.
I love the idea of Emerson Boyce being offered that job. Do I want the interim, no-pressure Barbados job?
And what's his agent said to him as well? Like, I tell you what, it's like that DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. Something just came across my desk. It's possibly the best thing I've seen in years. I was waiting for Wilson's DiCaprio impression, but
I can't do the great man himself. Maybe a McConaughey after a couple of beverages, but even that,